So now we are going to see construct a DFA in DOC. Okay, we are going to construct DFA in DOC. So we know what is DFA, right? So they have given a problem as construct a DFA that accepts input stream of zeros and ones that end with 1 1. So this is the condition which they have given for constructing DFA. So our first problem is end with 1 1. The condition given is end with 1 1. The machine should accept the alphabets as 0 and 1. So we have to construct the DFA for this condition. Before getting into that, we know that DFA is which has only one transition, one input, and the transition should be from one state to another state. So our DFA will start from one state to another state and it has single input and single transition. The condition is end with 1 1. So we have two inputs, that is 1 and 1. This is compulsory condition. So if they have given two inputs as a condition, we can add one more state and we should draw with 3 states. So we have to draw 3 states as 1, 2, 3. As we know, we have to start from Q0, Q1, Q2. So this is my starting state and this is my final state. So I should circle it, double circle. So the condition is it should end with 1 1. I have written that this is 1, this is 1. Once I start the input 1 and 1, so I am reaching the final state, the condition is true. But in case of DFA, I have to draw the transition diagram for each and every input. So they have given 0 as an input as well 1 as an input. So I have to draw for each and every state 2 inputs. So for this Q0, I have drawn 1 as an input and it will move to Q1. Now I have to consider for 0. If I read 0, where the state should move after reading this 0. So if I put 0 as an input here, if I read 1 comma 0, it doesn't mean that it will end with 1 1, because if I give input as 0 1, the Q0 will move to Q1 after reading the 0 and Q1 will move to the Q2, the final state. So this is not the condition they have given. It should be end with 1 1. I am giving input as 0 1. That language is also accepted by this machine. So this kind of category is wrong. So I have to rub the 0 here. So if I give self state for the 0, is this okay? Yes. If I give Q0 start from here, it doesn't affect 1 1 option. Okay. So it end with 1 1 and the 0, if I get 100 zeros, 50 zeros, whatever it is, it doesn't affect the condition of 1 1. So it will move on to the next state and it will end with 1 1. So this is okay. So I have written the 0 here itself. And coming to this, so I have written 0 and 1 for Q0. And moving to Q1 state, so Q1 state already has written 1. It has one input, so it has drawn. Then next I have to consider this 0. So for 0, Q1 after reading 0, Q1 where should move. So if I put self state, the same problem will occur. If I give 1 0 1 as input, so Q0 will read 1. After reading 1, Q0 will change the state to Q1. Q1 will be have self state as 0 and after reading 1, it will move to Q2. This is the final state. So if I give Q1 0 1 as input, the Q0 state will move to Q2, which is final state. But my machine should not accept the string which is end with 0 1. It only accept 1 1 only. So I have to change this again. Okay. So I have to check with where should I move with 0 0 0. So Q1, I give 0 here. So once I give 0 here, so again it comes to the wrong machine. Since I give 1 0, it will accept and move to the final state. So I have to check for this one. If I give Q1, if Q1 reads 0, it has to move to Q0, that is the starting state. So if it is, it doesn't affect the condition of end with 1, 1. The same thing we have to check for this Q2. So if I give Q2 doesn't have 0 as well 1. So I have to check for 0 and 1. So if I give 0 here, it will affect the condition which is actually end with 1, 1. If I give 1, 0, 0, my machine will accept the input. So it should not accept. So I have to rub this one. I need to check for this one. If I give 0 to Q1 also, it will affect 1, 1. So I have to give Q1 to directly Q0. So next input 1. So for 1, I can put self loop because end with 1, 1. So any number of 1 can come after the 1, 1. So obviously it will accept the condition of end with 1, 1. So my machine should have Q0, Q1, Q2 as a state, and for 0 it will have self loop. After reading 1, it will move to Q1 state, and here if I read 0, I have to move to Q0 state again. If I read 1, I have to move to Q2, and if I read 0, again I need to come to the starting state. If I have 1, no problem. So I will have it self loop. So this is the answer for machine which is actually end with 1, 1. This is the DFA machine. So we have to check for each and every input for each and every state. It should have each and every input for each and every transition. Thank you.